I can't hear nothing. Hey.
Yo, excuse me. Live direct and in effect. Oklahoma City bound to D-Town is going down. Dirty Mac, and what's happening in today's episode? We got Irving apologizing for anti-Semitic remarks, but it's not enough for NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. It's not enough. Let's go into this video article real quick.
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Jerusalem was named as Jerusalem on ancient Egyptian tablets, probably meaning city of Shalom, after a Canaanite deity, during the Canaanite period, 14th century BC.
Are you sorry for the hurt that your posts caused people?
I'll take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary, so I'll take my responsibility. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
What does that mean? I
cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
Motherfucking word, and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Where's the real Jews?
Nah. You ain't got no gun. But where the weed at?
I ain't anti-Semitic.
Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say, no? Oh, shit. Say it again. Say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else.
I hadn't, being a kid, was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Kyrie, the documentary listed among falsehoods. It said the Holocaust didn't happen. Do you believe the Holocaust
those falsehoods
happened?
are unfortunate. And it's not that I don't believe in the Holocaust. I never said that. Never, ever have said it. It's not come out of my mouth. I never tweeted it. I never liked anything like it. So the Holocaust in itself is an event that means something to a large group of people that suffered something that could have been avoided. No one said we had to practice racism. No one said we had to treat each other like garbage. No one said that I had to stand here today and understand that many people that come from generations 60 years ago, 40 years ago, enslaved some of my ancestors still, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and it's still going on. And you guys are asking me, respectfully, to speak on something that was a documentary that I had nothing to do with. I didn't make it. So just please keep that same energy when you guys are addressing me.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not gonna turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people...
All right, man, with that narrative being portrayed as far as the anti-Semitism, you know, the remarks, it's a lot of things going on in narratives being portrayed about who is the chosen people. The chosen people. Yo, King Show, what's up with you? Can you hear me? Okay, we having technical difficulties, but like I said, in Jerusalem, let's go back. Let's play this again.
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. Jerusalem was named as Jerusalem on ancient Egyptian tablets, probably meaning city of Shalem, after a Canaanite deity, during the Canaanite period, 14th century BC.
So 14th century BC. It wasn't even named Jerusalem back then. Mike, check. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I can't see you.
Hey,
What's going on?
now,
I can't. There you go. Okay. Yeah, man. So the chosen people of God. Now, me personally, I didn't see any hateful speech. I personally think the Jews is their only obligation is maintaining the master to slave relationship that they have with the African Americans. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Kinfolk. Go back in. I can't hear you. Like I said, the only obligation is maintaining the master to slave relationship that they have with the African Americans. They can constantly make slave movies every year, and then some type of Academy Award winning shit when they showing African Americans in derogative images. In 2022, they're teaching our children about slavery. No outlash, no back cry, no nothing. They can constantly show negative images being portrayed of African Americans in the media, in the music with the radio stations. We only see it in the music because we blinded for some reason. We like to talk about the people that are programmed instead of the programmers. We like to get on here and blame the rap community for teaching our children when they're not teaching our children about slavery and things like that. So with that narrative being portrayed, they are controlling what we learn in school. Do you see the Jewish community teaching their children about the Holocaust every year? Do you see movies about the Holocaust every year? They don't want to portray themselves in a negative image. But on the other hand, they don't mind demonizing African American culture. They have demonized it so much to the point where most of us don't even identify with the culture. They identify with only the good stuff. Oh, I'm good. You know, these people trying to be high priest and walking with God, and whatever your spiritual walk is, that's good, and that's okay with me. But the question is that I have to ask you is, look at our situations that people of African descent are in across the globe. Maybe it's time to get our own deities, our own everything. You know, a beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. We constantly seek, it's like we're in asylum. You know, we're seeking asylum when we try to get away out the Shark Tank. You know, our community is often being portrayed in the media negative. All you see is black on black crime, but yet it's a war going on in Ukraine right now. It's no white on white crime. So the narrative that they're painting in the music, a lot of people talk about, only music we can make is negative music. And I say that's not true. People make gospel music all the time. If they want to do church rap, if you want to do some good Christian rap, people are selling millions of copies. So that narrative, well, I can't make it because everybody's talking about a negative music. And that's some bullshit. Stay down and stay on your craft and you'll come up. Don't use that as a reason to give up and stop doing what you love. But his apology, they're not worried about an apology, or if they're crashing out these people, they aren't criminals. It's easy to paint an image of ghetto, uneducated or impoverished people. Oh, they're criminals, they're gangbangers, they're dope dealers. Look at these. These are professional African-American men who have mastered their crafts. It's in the Willie Lynch. You take the biggest, strongest black man and you publicly tear him down. It's a public crucifix fiction going on right now with these people as far as their finances. And you take away people's finances, you take away their ability to live comfortably. Unfortunately, money is the biggest thing in America, is money, because lack of accessibility, it gives you good accessibility to education, healthcare, neighborhoods, and etc. So everybody knows that money plays a major part in the way people indulge in their affairs. So if I have plenty of money, I'm not worried about rent. I'm not worried about electric bill. I'm not worried about car notes. I'm not worried about this. This will make everything else. But money doesn't fix all of your problems. Most of the time, it brings more problems because you have a lot of fictitious people that are around you because of what you have, or some people even doing it in relationships. I say, hey man, y'all paying to be in a relationship. If you're in a relationship at any point and you as a person is not enough, get the fuck out of that relationship. You're not supposed to pay no motherfucking body to be with them. Hey man, it's the same thing going on with this music and the professional industries, as well as the middle class and the lower impoverished communities. It's hard to address issues to our employers. These people give us work. You see, they tell LeBron, shut the fuck up and dribble. What? Hey, I'm LeBron. Shut the fuck up and dribble. Kyrie Irving, say you sorry. Bow down and kiss my ass for telling the truth. You know, America wasn't called America. You hear me? 500 years ago. You know, Oklahoma just became Oklahoma in 1905. So the historians are the captors of war, the oppressed people. What indoctrination we learn comes from our oppressors, whether it's educational, whether it's even our religious. Look at the Christianity now. Now, I don't care what people believe. I just question, why do you believe the way you believe? You know, but you're not supposed to ask any questions. You're supposed to have a blind faith, whatever that means. How am I supposed to learn about something if I can't ask any questions? You're just supposed to believe. So what images or God have we been seeing as African Americans? We see Europeans in the image of God. We're taught to be colorblind. They say it doesn't matter. It sure as hell matters to them. That's not what the Bible says. And I take reference to the Bible. I'm not a Christian, or, you know, I don't segregate myself away from people like that. We all the same. But until it comes to our religious indoctrinations and we walking with God, we have classism issues. We think we better than people because we have more accessibility than them. Oh, you can say anything. Well, shut the fuck up. I got more money than you, and that justifies everything. Hey, I got more money than you, so you ain't talking about shit. This is classism issues in America. So, like I said, the anti-Semitic remarks to Kyrie Irving, man, this man ain't said no hate speech. He's getting crucified just like Jesus Christ got crucified for telling the truth. It was a public crucifixion. He stood up and told the truth. Jesus Christ. Let's go back to the Christian indoctrination, the religious indoctrination, the stories or the mythology or whatever we like to call it. So with these people who think that they're sacrificial lambs, just know that everybody stood and watched Jesus Christ get crucified. Now this is the Savior of the world. Nobody stood to help. So for these people like Kanye West and Kyrie Irving claiming to be sacrificial lambs, walking a walk, I can't support that narrative because this isn't their fight. We don't need a leader of a nation. We need a nation of leaders. So it's easy to say, yeah, that's real. He shouldn't apologize because you ain't fucking losing nothing. Let me come in your motherfucking check right now and rip that motherfucker in half. And then you start talking about what's real for him talking about, oh, it's real. He's saying this, he's supposed to stand up for us. Nah, we supposed to stand up. United we stand, divided we fall. But it's cool when somebody else doing the work. Motherfuckers don't like to do no work. All they want to do is piggyback off of somebody else and take credit for, you hear me, with these fucking contracts that we sign, African Americans is signing daily from these con men. You hear me? A con man is going to give you a contract. He's going to make all the rules in favor the master to slave relationship. Like I say, African Americans, we refuse to acknowledge our situation that we're in right now. It is still in 2022 a master to slave relationship. We won't acknowledge that because of technology. We have shit like this microphone. We have social media. We have cars and shit. You know, we Frenchmen, even African Americans, we have the NBA, we have the Thunder, we have the Sooners. When in fact we ain't getting no motherfucking money for that shit. The same community telling you to shut the fuck up and dribble is the same community exploiting you in college football, where 80% of the players is black. You hear me? They see it's a conscience raising right now, so they like, hey, we got to start paying the niggers before they realize they generating all the motherfucking money. You hear me? In these sports, in the NBA too. Talking about Adam, it's not enough for Adam Silver that this man says he can't be anti-Semitic because we are the Semitic people. But it's real for him to stand up and crash out all his financial resources. They suspended him. They took 5 games from his professional career. He already went through the ringer for not being with the get along, go along gang with the COVID shots. You hear me? He's staying tall. Hey, man, you're not putting this in my body. I'm a professional athlete. Sure, people are dying, and hey, it's a cleansing going on. If you trust the medical community, that's your problem. I say we need to start eating food as our medicine. You hear me? Or we will eat medicine as our food. These are health facts. Have a health consciousness. We want to look all clean. We look all, get our hair done, spend 2 hours getting our hair done, fresh, getting dressed, and we won't take care of our bodies. Your body is your temple, health. So the same people pushing these negative narratives for the diets. And as African Americans, we're supposed to be held up to some kind of standard in the music. These righteous ass niggas, these niggas that's self-righteous who motherfuckers that though without seeing cast the first stone, all you motherfuckers will have to drop the stone. But these the most judgmental motherfuckers in the world. You hear me? All they doing is turn down a motherfucking young life, and they know constantly Biggie and Tupac been telling y'all about this East Coast, West Coast wars. And now look at it, the narrative that's being painted on the motherfucking picture with these young lives, the rappers. Anytime they get killed, we heard black on black crime so much. Oh, it's another black man. You hear me? So conspiracy is often passed off as truth. So, but African Americans, we're in this popping state of mind. We got everything. We've come so far. Man, with the fact of the matter, we're still in a master to slave relationship. We still go to these people for housing, for food, for shelter, water, everything. So if we don't want to stand together and unite under one agenda, with one God, with one goal, with being one people striving for success. See, this is how even the Indian tribes, the civilized Indian tribes. See, these are the tribes that stole the money again from African Americans. Because you the Indians, you are the indigenous people to this land, African Americans. So the civilized tribes, they come in and stole all the money. Just like they did with the civil rights movement. Disenfranchising African American business. We had our own leagues, our own baseball, our own basketball. We don't want our own because they paint that narrative, black on black. Hey, we scared of each other right now. We are so scared of each other right now because of the media constantly painting a derogative image of black. Like I say, it's easy to call you a criminal or you're a dope dealer or you're a gangbanger. Yeah, it's a crime to be poor. Let's use our African American beloved icons because you got money or you're a professional. But Kyrie Irving, these men, they haven't committed any crimes. Why can't you just crash their money out. You can crash their financial resources out for saying, we're the real Semites. And these same people, they're going to put every derogative image of African Americans across the globe. They're going to keep it in front of you. What you think that was, them sitting on George Floyd's neck for 9.5 years? That was marketing. That was marketing of showing you that your life still doesn't mean shit. We can kill you on TV. We can paint the narrative. And then we got bitch ass nigga. Oh, he had fentanyl in his system. Hey, bitch ass nigga, he should have been on your neck. That's who's neck. Bitch ass nigga saying that. He should have been on your motherfucking neck for 9.5 minutes. That's my personal opinion. And I'm entitled to it because once again, every time we demonize each other, it's because we whitewash. That's what we seeing on fucking TV all the time. Black on black crime. Matter of fact, motherfuckers not even affiliated or even that shit's not even around them. They don't live around that shit, but yet this is their constant conversation of demon, and it's hate speech. It's not hate speech then. It's not hate speech. But we got to do better, man. If we knew better, we'll do better. Like I say, we can't see the submarine attacks below the surface of the people that's constantly trying to tear you down. There's no the American gangster image is changed from motherfucking Babyface Nelson, Al Capone. It's a blackface on it now. It's a blackface on it now. So when you think about gangs, you think about crime, you think about drug dealing, you automatically think about blacks because of the mass media demonizing. All you see on the east side, wherever the black, if you stay at Martin, if wherever you live and say Martin Luther King, that means you're around some blacks. You hear me? But most of the time, the people that are living in gated communities in a Beverly Hills type situation, they actually demonize the impoverished people. And it's time for that to, we still can't work together. We can't pull our resources and work together if we're scared of each other. So, like I said, man, they just take a look at how they doing. Shit, if they can do these rich multi-million-dollar motherfuckers, bring them to their knees, just think about what they can do to you. And this is getting attention. The George Floyd, as fucked up as it was, that just got attention. It got national attention. This shit happens every day. You hear me? The police kill African Americans every day for nothing. That shit's been going. It's been more racial riots going on in America than ever previously recorded within this last 5 to 10 years. And it all started with Obama becoming president because it's a power struggle. So we don't see anything the matter with us being exploited in the NBA, with it being 80% to 90% African American, the players, but damn near 99% owner is of who own the teams are Jewish or white. Oh, that's okay to exploit us like that. It's okay to take us as honest persons, as slaves. It's okay for the Jewish community to open prisons and enslave everybody for nonviolent crimes. And they get the people to support it because they say, oh, you feeding the prisoners. You're working, your taxes is feeding the prisoners. No, your taxes is feeding the politicians because the inmates don't touch no money. So this is a system designed to keep people enslaved because jobs that you have to pay people $70,000 a year, normal people for, you can pay an inmate $40 a month. The Department of Corrections, correcting what? I don't see what they correcting. There's people in there that they just now started making people get their GEDs. Now, if they say Department of Corrections, you would think at least your cellie would be able to read a fucking letter, you know? So it's okay for them to exploit us in movies, music. Now, we often talk about the music. Oh, okay, I get it. I agree and disagree. I say shit. They sure watching this shit. It's like porn. Motherfucker talking about they don't know porn. They don't watch. I don't watch porn. You know who Lexington Steele is? Motherfucker, you watching porn. If you know who Lexington Steele is, you know who Mr. Marcus is. If you, but the thing on the surface, you can't see what's going on below the surface. People is under this illusion and facade. Oh, we look at my house, look at my car. I've made it. You hear me? Stop working for 2 weeks then, since you made it. Just see you damn near just as close as that motherfucking bum under the bridge, or the homeless. Excuse me, not bum. That's damn. Excuse me, the homeless people. Bum is an offensive word. Some of us know that we speak offensive, and then we like to speak offensive, but we don't want any confrontation. Actually, we like to speak offensive, then we'll say, oh, somebody's in their feelings because he's getting mad. Somebody talking about your kids, somebody talking about your wife, somebody talking about your loved ones recklessly, can't control their mouth because they're in an emotional state. All of a sudden, a motherfucker want to walk up to you and slap the shit out of you on the stage. Like Chris Rock got slapped, you hear me? And he didn't do nothing. I straddle the fences comedy, but goddamn, what's good for the gooses is good for the gander. It's funny until you in the blender. Everybody likes to see fights until they're in the fight. Oh, hold on. Then now it's like, hold on. No, you want to see a fight. You the main motherfucker watching the fight. But you don't want to be in the fight. You know, so like I say, us juicing Kyrie Irving, shame on us for juicing that, man, when we don't have anything to lose. We don't stand anything to lose. Shame on us for juicing Kanye West when they show you time and time again how they will crash and burn all of your resources for nothing. Look how they did Dave Chappelle because he don't want to wear a dress. All of a sudden, he's smoking crack, and this was the funniest man on Comedy Central. Now, all of a sudden, because he doesn't want to wear a dress. So this is it's free speech. You can say what you want, but every action has a reaction. So with that being said, there's free speech in America, but every action has a reaction. And like I say, the rappers is the only one standing up. Shit. And a couple of the players, because they like, goddamn, I'm tired of this shit. They know Kyrie Irving know they generating all the money. So if we was to stop that shit, hey man, I've had businesses with blacks before on the club scene, man. And the surrounding, every business is caters to its surrounding areas. It's nothing but black people around this surrounding area where this business is. And you know what my business partners saying? They want to get the white people's money. White people's money is always better than black people's money. That's our mentality. We have to change that mentality because financial literacy, if we can't see that we have to spend money and circulate the money in our community in order for our garden to look fruititious and like the botanical gardens, if we keep circulating all our resources with everybody else, let's use this for instance, the black women, the Asians, go in your Asian store where they sell nothing but hair to black women, billions of dollars yearly. African Americans, hey, we love everybody. Show me where the fuck they doing that shit at. Just look on the east side of Oklahoma City. Look at, I don't think we got Prince Hall. That might be one convenience store out of 30. We got one fucking convenience store out of 30. And this nigga mentality, we cool with that. This ain't our neighborhood. We don't own shit around here. You hear me? We don't own none of the businesses. We not owning none of the houses. So then these niggas talking about we burning down our community. First off, if it's ours, that means it's mine, and I'm making tangible resources off of it. You know, money, circulating the monies. Yeah, I'm going to Knowledge Tire shop. He coming to my alignment shop. I'm going to Tiller's motherfucking garage to get, you know, I'm spending money with his family. He's spending money with my family. So when we see the Jewish community, oh, fuck you, Kanye, you said anything bad. Hey, man, we can't get mad at these motherfuckers for that, man. We got to learn how to stick together and band against our enemies. It's clearly they define us as enemies because they don't want you talking about any type of exploitation because all they are worried about is maintaining the master to slave relationship. So it's a big shout out when the whole community who sit down, shutting the fuck up, and we sitting here supporting two men that has a major platform with everything to lose. We're supporting that. What stand are we taking though? Like I said, let me go in your house right now and rip your financial resources in half. And how can you survive? Kyrie Irving, he lost the Nike contract. He shouldn't apologize. My question to you is, what have you lost for taking a stand up for? What have you lost? Nothing. But you sitting up here supporting this man. You see what they did to Michael Jackson. You see what they did to Prince. You see what they did to Tupac. You see what they're doing to all these artists. But you see black on black crime so much. Oh, it's just another nigga killing another nigga. Who cares about that? Niggers aren't important. That's what they showed. That's what I seen when they showed you this shoving. They sitting on these, they killing unarmed African Americans, unarmed, on TV, publicly crucifying them. This is marketing. But the African American community, oh, this isn't going on anymore. We aren't slaves. We aren't slaves anymore. We's free. Man, shut the fuck up, nigga. I know I don't like getting up, going outside the motherfucking house, doing whatever the fuck it is I'm doing for some coupons with motherfuckers who got wigs on their goddamn head. Look at the dollars. They motherfuckers got on wigs, man. So if you enjoy doing that, then hey, everybody's a slave to the monetary system. Everybody's a slave to the religious indoctrination. Uncle Sam, the United States is broke. The United States of America is a corporation. So we got social security numbers. It's like a tax ID number. You hear me? These institutions of slavery have become so vast and big. It's not plantations no more. It's high risers. Chemical slavery, guns, motherfucking the medicine. Everybody's on medicine. Just take your fucking medicine and read on the label and look that shit in and type this shit in on Google and see what the fuck we digested. Or just your favorite snacks. Take your favorite snacks right now. Look at it. Oh, like Cheetos or something. Or Pepsi. Damn, sulfuric acid. What is sulfuric acid? I'm drinking sulfuric acid because I like Coke or Pepsi. So I'm drinking acid. What the fuck? So like I say, man, if we don't eat food as our medicine, we will eat medicine as our food. So, like I said, Adam Silver, his apology is enough to me. He shouldn't be apologizing for telling the truth. It's an outrage. We're supposed to give a fuck about the Holocaust. Y'all don't give a fuck about the Atlantic slave trade shit agreement. 100 million motherfucking people who look like me, y'all, they make movies every fucking year about this. And we're supposed to care about your struggle more than our struggle that's still consistent today. So, hey man, if we like being portrayed in if we don't like being portrayed in a negative image all the time, I suggest that we build our own institutions, separate but equal. Because like I say, all these people are worried about is maintaining the master to slave relationship. But African Americans, we love to look ourselves in the mirror and tell her it's different now. It's different now. I have money. Well, we sure is sleep, man. It's time to wake up. But what happens when you try and wake up a motherfucker who's asleep? Man, get off me. I'm asleep, man. I'm asleep, man. Don't you hear me? Leave them motherfuckers sleep. Don't wake them up. You hear me? They not gonna recognize the shit until it happens to them. Till they in the store getting demonized or something. Now they want to rant and crap. Man, come on with that bullshit. So in closing, if we knew better, we'll do better. A beggar nation will never rise to its full potential. And not a beggar. Goddamn, we've been working for 400 years and continuously for free. And yet we're still lazy. Education costs money. If education is the key, then why is it so expensive for me? It costs to learn. It costs to learn, to get skills. The slaves were skilled workers. Now, if you can hang up a fucking TV bracket now, you look like a fucking genius. Because we don't know how to fucking put on the door handle now. The machine is smart than the bitch, though. The phone's smart than the bitch. Smartphone, dumb human. How many of us have 4 numbers in our phone memorized? How many of us have 4 numbers in our heads memorized in our phone? If our phone broke right now, who could we call just for memory? This is how an example of how the artificial intelligence is increasing at rapid speeds. So we think because technology is increasing at rapid speeds, we like to claim, oh, we. Hey, man, stop. Now, this is the time where we do got to get, I'm not for the self-centered motherfuckers, but goddamn it, we got to get self-centered as a people and take an accurate assessment of our conditions and our growth and our growing pains in America. And we have to have the ability to see outside of ourselves. That's most of our problems. I might have a nice car, a nice house, accessibility to shit. And I think that every other person that looks like me has that same accessibility. That's not true at all. So talent runs rampant, especially in our community, but not opportunity. So we have to create opportunities for people who look like us. Kyrie, his rants, you got to shut up. Now Kanye West, on the other hand, with his rants, you said slavery was a choice. So stop being slaves. Start building your own institutions. You went from Adidas, and then you ran the Skechers. In my opinion, that's not independence. If you said that to become an independent contractor, we got to recognize all the lack of accessibilities. Because if we wanted to see, hey man, we can't even go out to black-owned grocery stores. We can't go to black-owned tire shops. We got to start building as a people. We got to build and heal. We can't heal because they keep pulling the scab off. The wound's not even scab yet, but they keep these derogative images. Another nigga got killed today by the police unarmed. Or if it's not that, then it's some black on black crime. It's never what they doing to us. That's what you'll never see. What the fuck they doing to us. You hear me? Like I said, it's easy to criminalize somebody because they're poor. Look at the Kanye West, Kyrie Irving. Hey, who is against us? You know, man, if we stand for nothing, we'll keep falling for anything. So, hey, man, y'all enjoy y'all Sundays. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here fucking with us.